Aloha, everyone. Sorry, I didn't know that we were already live. I didn't see that. So, today is Human Rights 21, 22. Last couple days ago, I did 19 and 20. So, this is day 67 and 68 of the 100 lives for 100 days. I wasn't feeling well last night, came home from work, went to lay down, and was out until almost 11 o'clock the next day. So, yeah. So, anyway, today, do you believe that your voice matters? Do you believe that your voice matters? Let me ask you this question. When was the last time you stayed quiet because you thought it won't make a difference anyway? Maybe it was at work, in a relationship, in your neighborhood. Maybe it was in a room full of people. You had an opinion, you had an idea, you had something worth saying, but you convinced yourself that it didn't even matter. So you stayed quiet. And honestly, I think more people do this than we realize. Aloha Ohana. Today we are talking about human rights 21, 22. The right to participate in government and the right to Social Security. Now, before anyone thinks that this is going to be all about politics, it isn't. It's about something more personal. It's about whether people believe that they matter. Because when people stop believing that their voice even matters, they disengage, they stop participating, they stop contributing to anything. They stop hoping, and eventually they stop trying. And that's dangerous, not just for society, but for individuals. We've seen incredibly talented people talk themselves out of opportunities because they believed nobody would listen. I've personally seen people remain stuck in situations because they convinced themselves they couldn't create change. And I've also seen people underestimate their value, the value of their own experiences, wisdom, and their own perspective. But here's what I've learned. Every positive change starts with participation. Someone speaks up, someone shows up, someone decides to care, someone decides that their voice matters. And that's where Human Rights 21 and 22 comes in. It's the idea that people should have the say. They should have a say in the systems that they live in, their government, because it is truly what affects their lives. Not because everyone agrees, because everyone's voice has value. Then Human Rights 22 reminds us that all of us, it reminds us of something else, that people need support. They need support, not handouts, support, true, honest support, because every person faces seasons where they're going to need help. They're going to need a helping hand, a resource, an opportunity, encouragement, and community. None of us succeeds completely alone. We're not islands. We are meant to be together. The strongest people I know aren't the people who never needed help. They're the people who accepted help, learned from it, and eventually became a blessing to others. And that is why I come up with blessed to be a blessing worldwide, because we are blessed to be a blessing to someone else. And maybe that's the bigger lesson. Your voice matters. Your voice truly matters. And your presence matters. When you contribute, it matters. What you overcome matters. And the encouragement that you give someone else, that matters. The kindness you show matters. And the wisdom that you have, the one that came from your own experiences, your hard times, your good times, whatever, that truly matters. Because every healthy community is built by people who choose to participate instead of withdraw. Your voice matters. So here's my question. Where in your life have you been holding back because you believe that your voice wouldn't matter? Maybe it's time to rethink that. Let's go ahead and watch the videos for, 21 and 22. Hold a moment, let me share screen. We all have that right. The right to get help when we need the help, and the right to speak up, because your voice matters, not just in your home, not just for yourself, but it matters out there in the world. And that's why we need to keep speaking up. We need to stop holding back and living the lie that we've told ourselves for too long, that your voice doesn't matter. You don't have to be sitting on a platform or be in politics or anything. What matters to you matters. And it's time that you speak up. Because, like I said, your voice matters. And Social Security, the right to Social Security, it is your right. And it's whenever you need the help, like that video showed. Could be anything, but it is your right. So thank you for coming in tonight and allowing me to double up sometimes because I don't feel well or whatever the case may be. But I will still come in and I will still share, whether it's late or not. But until next time, God's blessings always, and ahui ho, ahui ho. Aloha.